a good sound. Well, guys. Hello, everybody. There's my little pile back there. I don't know if you guys can see him because I'm holding my camera. Say hi, Gus. Oh, guys, I have had a really busy day. I got up. I went to the doctor. I haven't been to the doctor to see my rheumatologist in probably 2 years. Shh, don't judge me, don't judge me. It's not even that I've not been, who wants to go anyway, but it's not that I didn't want to go. I am not joking. Every time I schedule my appointment, it always falls on a day that either I worked the night before or then, yeah, and then I would sleep and I sleep past my appointment time, or it's just been bad. So I've been rescheduling and rescheduling and rescheduling. It even got to the point where the doctor's office was calling me and asking, hey, are you coming back? Are you still gonna be a patient of ours? Did you find another rheumatologist? And that's how bad it was. So I finally got into my appointment today to see my doctor. Now, I don't really talk about this, but I have lupus. And I've had lupus for 14 years. I've been doing the dance with this disease. So, and in that 14 years, I've been very consistent with keeping my doctor's appointments. So it's just been this last 2 years have been like, ugh, scheduling work and trying to factor it around being able to get to the doctor along with everything else that happens in life. It's just been hard. So I finally got in today. But I've been thinking, you know, I need to get back into a good exercise regimen. Now the problem is I like to do active, really active, like I don't know, maybe strenuous for some people, but real involved. So if it's slow and if it's boring, I can't stick with it. So I was doing Insanity and I was doing T25. As soon as I would get into the groove, being consistent, I flare up. Now when I flare up, my lupus affects my joints. And I don't mean, even parts of me that aren't joints. Like sometimes bones just hurt. And it's like, really, come on, that's not even a joint. Why is that even hurting? It doesn't bend anything. But anyway, lupus affects my joints. So when I get into a good routine where I'm past the point of it kicking my butt. You know how it is when you first start working out, when you feel like you want to die. Like you just want to quit. And you're like, you know what? Forget it. I don't even want to work out because I gotta feel like I'm gonna die every time I start a new exercise regimen. Then forget it. I'd rather just sit around and be happy eating and not working out, because then I'm not tired and then I don't feel like I want to die, and then I don't feel like I just want to sit around, and I mean, like it's just crazy. And that's how it is. That's why starting an exercise regimen is the hardest, because it's that the first couple of weeks when you first get started, it's hard to start. And then, you know, after every day it gets easier, it gets easier, it gets easier. Whereas you start having chest pain at 5 minutes, now you can have chest pain at 10 minutes and then 30 minutes. You know, it goes like that till the next thing you know, you're in the groove. You know, you're doing the workout and you're barely getting it tired, and it's like, okay, I got this. What's next? What's next? I'm ready. Bring it on. Okay, bring on the next level. Well, as soon as I start to advance like that, joint pains everywhere. Neck, shoulders, knees, hips, ankles, elbows, fingers, hands, wrists. Even like the little knots on the back of my spine, my shins, or even my calcaneus, the back of your foot. I mean, like stuff is like, that doesn't even bend. Why is that hurting? That would happen. And it would take me probably a week to recover. Well, after you've been consistent with a workout, you take a week off, it's like, and I don't always have to completely start over, but man, I lose my momentum. Now you got to start over and start getting used to the workout again, and you know, it just throws me off, and it happens every time. So about a year ago, or not even a year yet, in the summer, maybe it'll be about a year, I just decided, you know what, forget it. I'm tired of getting in these exercise routines and then flaring up, having to stop for a couple weeks, and then now it's like, ugh, now I gotta start again. Now I gotta start again. It's so discouraging. It's so discouraging. And I'm a very motivated person, but even motivated people can be discouraged sometimes. So I've been off. I have not really cared to even attempt to try to work out in about, it might have been longer than a year. I might be just being nice, but it's been a while. So this is what I'm trying to figure out. I asked my doctor about recommendations for exercising, because I'm like, you know what? I think I'm about 134 pounds now. This is where I am right now. This is the most that I've weighed in my life. And I don't care about that because I know I'm not big. It's not even about the weight and stuff. It's just that I know that I have not been working out. And I never worked out for weight because I've always been small. But this is the year. So let's take not working out and couple that with working night shift, and you have a recipe for disaster and weight gain. And I am not getting any younger. So I've had my year break. It's really not acceptable for me to just not be working out. So anybody else experiencing something like this, any suggestions? So what my doctor suggested was that I start slower. You know, I was literally sticking to the programs. You know, they usually have you working out 5 or 6 days a week with these with the exercise programs. And I'm, you know, not in denial that I have lupus, but I'm feeling good. You know, I can do this. I can do this. I don't want to be limited like nobody else is limited. Just because I have lupus doesn't mean I have to be limited. And you know what? Not limited in the fashion of you can't do the workouts, but yeah, you do kind of have to be limited some, because you know what? You have an autoimmune disease. You're not exactly as normal as everybody else, where they can do things and they don't have to worry about their joints acting up, or they don't have to worry about not being able to walk, or not being able to get out of bed, or you know, having periods where they can't do anything but sit on the couch because everything hurts, and the slightest movement, it just hurts. They don't have to deal with that, but you do. So you need to be a bit more cognizant of your limitations. So I think I've gotten to the point where I am accepting that, yes, I have lupus, and it does place some limitation on me, but it doesn't mean that I can't do anything. So I have decided that since I love to dance, I am going to start my workout regimen slowly, moving back into working out with, it looks like some of Aaron's friends. Oh, they're just riding around the neighborhood. Anyway. Alright guys, my camera died, as it does whenever I'm sitting on my couch trying to have a heart-to-heart with everybody. Anyway. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, what was I saying? I need to get my eyebrows waxed too. Okay, stay on topic, Ross. Stay on topic. But I really do need to get my eyebrows waxed. I just got these suckers done about a week ago, and they need to be done again already. Okay, anyway. It's not about my eyebrows. Oh, that's what I was saying. So I'm going to start with dance. Now, I've even had episodes where, because when I get down there, I like to do my Dance Central on Xbox. That's a workout, because I can go down there and I can do that stuff for 3 hours straight. And I'm having so much fun doing it, like you lose track of time. So I'm going to try to limit myself to 1 hour on Dance Central on my off days. I'm not going to work out 5 days a week. And I'm only going to do an hour at the most. And see how that helps. After a little while of doing that, I was actually thinking about trying Cize, C-I-Z-E. Has anybody use that. It looks like it's a lot of fun. And again, it's not something that's real, you know, it's dancing. So it's not like it's gonna be really bad on my joints. It's not like doing push-ups and doing those mountain climbing things and all that kind of stuff they have you doing in the sedentary and all that. It's not like that. It's dancing, and I can limit that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start off with dance, and after I do that for a while, then I'm gonna slowly start moving back in, because I really liked T25. I don't know if I'm gonna jump right back into that, but it's gonna be something that's not as strenuous. I like that because they do have it where they have the person that's not doing the things that are really rough on your joints and everything like that. I like that. I'm not exactly sure because it is a rigorous workout, and I need to be slow to get back into being able to do something like that. Another thing that I want to do is to try to get back into jogging, and my rheumatologist suggested that I do, I think he called it a walk to run, where you don't just start jogging. You don't start off with jogging. You walk for a while, then you run, and then you walk for a while, and you run, and then you kind of increase it, you know, as you start to get used to it. He said so that you don't send your body into like a shock because it's not been doing things for a long time. So start with a nice walking regimen. He said, for example, walk around the track a full time, and then jog around a half a track, and then walk around like that, and then, or put it in time, like, okay, I'll walk for 15 minutes, I'll run for 5 minutes, and then gradually increase the time as things go along. And you know what? It's getting ready to be warm out because we're in spring now. Lex, will you go turn that off for me? That's my, or see, tell me if the water's boiling. My neti pot, my voice has been clearing up, so I've been doing that neti pot every day for a couple years. You see how I just switch topics like that? I do that all the time. I even do that when I'm talking to people. Like, I'll be talking about one thing, and then I'll just switch, and then I'm sorry. Okay, now I'm not talking about the neti pot, but it works real good right now. But with the exercise, so I'm gonna start with the walk to run thing and see how that works for me, and I'm gonna do dancing. That's it. So I'll give you guys an update when I get started. So I'm gonna start with dancing and walk to run. It's getting nice out. I want to be able to play tennis with my husband without losing, like running out of energy real fast and everything. And my husband goes and he works out every day, but I'm not gonna be working out every day. I'm just gonna say that right now. It's a lot easier for me to stick to working out when I'm not gonna be doing like all the calorie counting. I'm not doing this for weight. I'm doing this just so that I can have more energy and feel better. I'm not doing, you know, I'm just not doing it for those reasons. So I'm not gonna be keeping track of my calories. I do pretty good with eating, but it's not like, oh, I won't eat that slice of pizza or that Italian beef sandwich dipped with mozzarella cheese and hot peppers and a root beer. No, I'm not giving up all my tasty treats that I like to eat. But I'm going to be trying to exercise more. The other thing is, now we could talk about the neti pot. I've been using that neti pot for about maybe 2 months, and I'm telling you, that sucker has been clearing up my voice like nothing. I'm sure if you guys have been following or watching my videos, you've been seeing me talk a lot about how congested I am, how I want to join a worship team at church, but I've been fighting congestion for a few years. Well, I've been to the doctors, nothing has been working, but this neti pot has cleared me up so well up to this point to where I actually started training last week with the worship team, and then I'm gonna have an individual training tomorrow, and then go on a choir rehearsal on Wednesday, and then when she feels I'm ready, then I will be with the worship team. And this is just since I've been doing this neti pot, so that sucker works really well, thank God, because I didn't know what else to do. It's like I've been to the doctors, I've been on medications, nothing's helping, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna go back and give this neti pot a try. And then when I was reading it, it says that you can do it daily, so I've been doing it every day, almost every day. I missed a couple of days, but for the most part I've been doing it every single day, and it's been working great. Another thing, one more thing, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Remember this wisdom tooth thing that I've been going through? with this top one up here. Remember I was talking about how I had it pulled, they broke it off, it grew back some, it got a cavity. I went to get it pulled again a few months ago. Well, I want to get Invisalign. And they do an x-ray and they tell me that now I had this tooth pulled again. Finally. Oh, finally it's done. I finally got this tooth pulled and I don't have to worry about it anymore. It's been a thorn in my side and it's finally out and I don't have to deal with it, right? No. Now they're saying that there's a piece of root tip there. And I can feel it. It feels like a piece of tooth is there. And I'm telling you, it feels like it's gotten a little bit bigger over the last 2 weeks. So now they're going to have to go in yet again and try to pull more of the remnants of this tooth out. And I'm sick of it. I am so sick of it. Like, dental work is the worst thing to me. The worst thing ever. And this is the 3rd time for one measly wisdom tooth. For one little tooth. 3rd time having to go and operate on my mouth. And these are very good, reputable surgeons. The last ones that I went to. And we're not blaming them. I think my body is just like, it won't let it go. So guys, now I got to go through another thing. I have one wisdom tooth left. And as long as that sucker does not get a cavity, or it's all the way in, it's not giving me problems, I'm not getting it pulled. So I've already verified that before I could start my Invisalign, that if I have to get that tooth out, and they told me I don't have to have that out, but I do have to take care of those, what they call root tip, that's left up there. So yeah. So these are my health woes right now. So all right guys, just kind of checking in, letting you know a little bit more about me, I guess, that I've not really told to anybody on here, because it's not something that I think about. You know, you just kind of deal with it. But yeah, that's my my video for today. So I will see you guys later. Have a blessed day. Keep me in your prayers. Help, like, pray for my tooth. And I have been doing very well with my lupus for the last 6 months. Literally, I've not had really any lupus pains this month. And I've not been taking the medication. I haven't taken the medication in about 2.5 years. And I'm not suggesting that anybody goes off of their lupus medication. I'm not saying that at all, okay? I'm just telling you about my experience and what I've done. And there's reasons why I haven't been doing it. So I didn't just say, oh, I'm just going to stop taking this because I'm tired. No, I have reasons why I stopped taking it. And I've been doing very well since I've been off of it. And I didn't stop it without talking to my doctor first and letting him know what I was doing before I did it. So, and he's still okay with it. I just had my labs and stuff drawn today, since it's been a while since I've been to the doctor because of scheduling. But he said that he wants to take a look at my blood work and see how things are going first, and then he'll determine whether or not he wants me to go back on the medication. But physically, the way I feel, I've been doing great, especially the last 6 months, because I started taking turmeric, however you pronounce it, the stuff that turns mustard yellow. I've been taking those tablets since January, and I don't know if it's because of them or what. And if it is because of them, of course, God gets all of the glory, because I have not found anything in the last 14 years that has consistently taken away the pain. Like, okay, I do drink alkaline water. That's an anti-inflammatory. And it flushes out your system and all that stuff. But the problem with me in the alkaline water is I don't drink enough water. Because lupus has messed up my thirst mechanism. I can go days without drinking anything. So, but when I do drink water, it's alkaline water. So I do that. But adding this turmeric once a day, I think, has been like a godsend for me. The last 6 months, I've never in the last 14 years experienced a period this long of having absolutely no pain. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, anything, just post it down below. I'm friendly. I like talking to people. I like conversations. So you want to start something, then start at the bottom. Bye.